Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to IGCSE Success. Now, today's short video is all about the writer's effect question, and it's the number one mistake I see when marking the scripts of my students. But also not just my students, I think it's something so important that is overlooked, and it's something that really can affect your mark massively if you don't pay attention to it. So we all know the good thing about first language English compared to maths exams or science exams, all your other exams essentially, is that the core questions do not change. You've got the writer's effect, you've got the summary, you've got the extended writing response, and even the short questions, those comprehension questions. As long as you know how to navigate the paper and you know the correct approaches, fingers crossed you will be fine. That is providing you put in enough practice. But here's a question I want to ask all of you watching. Take a look at the writer's effect question on your screens now. What is the most important bit of information given to you? Is it the fact that you have to reread paragraphs 5 and 10? Is it the fact that you have to select 3 images from the first bullet point and the 3 images from the second bullet point? Is it the word count? Is it 15 marks for reading? What is the most important bit of information? Here is another writer's effect question from 2020. And one more for good measure. Here is another one. Now I'm just going to give you 5 seconds thinking time. What is the most important bit of information given to you? Let's take a look. So the most important bit of information, which, as I mentioned before, is often overlooked, is the information that comes after each ellipsis. It's so important because it gives you what you need to focus on. Not only that, but it helps you construct your topic sentence. The overall effect of the language creates an image of. And really, the only thing you should be highlighting or taking note of is that key information given. And you need to include that key information in your topic sentence, coupled with an adjective or two or some abstract nouns to explain what the writer is trying to achieve. So let's revisit that first question, and we're just going to focus on bullet point 1. So it says paragraph 5 begins, you have to jump, followed by the ellipsis, and is about the party. It's about how the party decide to reach the pool and their experience in it. So you have to be careful here because some writer's effect questions, they have kind of 2 strands to the question. So you need to address both parts in your overall effect. Otherwise, you're not going to cover everything that the writer is trying to achieve. So how do we use the key information? How do we use adjective? How do we use abstract nouns to construct our topic sentence? The overall effect creates an image of. Let's take a look. And this is an example, by the way. I have looked at this paper before, but I can't remember exactly what it's about. So your topic sentence might sound something like this. The overall effect of the language creates an image of the party's journey being one of great difficulty. So we've got the abstract noun difficulty there. However, once they reach the pool, the experience turns into one of delight and excitement. So we've got those, we've got 3 abstract nouns there, and it covers the first bullet point. Again, I'm not sure how accurate this is, but it's just an example. And you also want to take note that Cambridge like to use contrast. So a person may experience one feeling doing a particular activity, and then it quickly changes to another feeling. So you might have contrasting adjectives or abstract nouns in your opening sentence. That's quite important. So let's take a read of the first bullet point from this paper. So paragraph 2 begins, in front of us lay, followed by the ellipsis, and it's about Max's expectations and experience in the Dead Sea. So I would imagine, or I would expect one of my students to include Max, expectations and experience, and probably Dead Sea. Those are your key bits of information. So your topic sentence may look something like this. The overall effect of the language creates an image of Max expecting the Dead Sea to be a breathtaking experience. However, Max's experience quickly turns into one of disappointment once he realizes blah, 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 blah. So give it a bit of context. So for this one, I've chosen to use that adjective breathtaking, and I've used that abstract noun disappointment. Let's look at one more. So this bullet point reads, paragraph 10 begins, I wouldn't normally have been interested, and is about Lois's reaction to the menu. So key bits of information I would expect to see, Lois and her reaction to the menu, and of course some sort of abstract noun or adjective to describe that. Let's take a look. The overall effect of the language creates an image of Lois's reaction to the menu being one of sheer horror, as she soon realises that blah, 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 blah. Give it a bit of context. What does she realise? Again, I've answered this paper a while back. I can't remember what her reaction is. This is simply an example. And the last question I want to address is, why do I think you should start with a topic sentence overview? The overall effect of the language creates an image of. It keeps your analysis tightly focused on the bullet points. Can you still get top marks if you don't include this topic sentence? Absolutely, but chances are your analysis is going to be far more effective, far more focused on what the writer is trying to achieve. Last question. Did you know, be honest, let me know in the comments below, that the most important information is the stuff after the ellipsis? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be back again very soon with a new video. Until next time, bye bye.